3. Circulatory system. The circulatory system in a human is a closed system. It consists of the heart, blood vessels, and blood. A mammal's heart is usually divided into 4 sections. The 2 upper parts, atrium, are to receive blood, and lower parts, ventricle, are to send blood throughout the body. The entry of the heart's left side has the tricuspid valve. The entry of the right side has the bicuspid valve also. A heart is located at the left side between lungs. It is made of cardiac muscles and covered with a membrane called pericardium. All muscles of this organ are sustained by coronary vessels. These mechanisms start when superior vena cava from upper parts of the body and inferior vena cava from lower parts of the body bring the low oxygen blood back to the right atrium. Then the blood will flow to the right ventricle. After that, it will be sent to the lungs for reoxygenation by the pulmonary artery. When the air exchange is complete, the blood will return to the left atrium through the pulmonary vein. Passing through the left ventricle, blood goes out from the heart to the other organs by aorta. There is a semilunar valve which acts as a gateway to prevent the blood from flowing back to the heart. Superior vena cava, pulmonary artery, semilunar valve, left atrium, right ventricle, inferior vena cava, left ventricle. Blood vessel. A blood vessel is a tube which transfers the blood to tissue and brings back the waste from cells to the heart using pressure from the pumping of the heart. The sizes and duties of blood vessels are various and can be classified into 3 types. 1. Artery is a large and thick vessel which exports the blood out of the heart. The blood with high concentration of oxygen passes through this type of vessel, with the exception of pulmonary artery, which contains blood with low concentration of oxygen. 2. A vein is a vessel that carries the blood with low oxygen concentration back to the heart, except the pulmonary vein, which contains the blood with high concentration of oxygen. The vein's wall is thinner than an artery. In addition, the pressure in the vein is lower than an artery. A lot of valves are found intermittently to prevent the blood flow from flowing backward. 3. A capillary is a small and thin vessel because it is composed of single epithelial cells. The wall of capillary is thin because its function is to exchange substance with tissues in the body. This type of vessel can be easily found throughout the body, except epidermis and cornea. 3. Leukocyte or white blood cell. White blood cells are various in size and shape. They are larger than red blood cells. Bone marrow and lymph nodes are the source of white blood cell production. White blood cells are classified into 2 types. 1 is granulocyte neutrophil, eosinophil, and basophil. Another is agranulocyte lymphocyte and monocyte. Some white blood cells have the function of arresting and destroying pathogens. This pathway is called phagocytosis, while other white blood cells provide antibodies to fight against foreign substances. The quantity of white blood cells will increase to get rid of pathogens. Although inflammation from some pathogens can reduce white blood cell, therefore the white blood cell amount and red blood cell count are needed for diagnosis. 4. Platelet. Platelet is a fragment of cell that is generated from the bone marrow. Even though they are small particles, platelets' shapes vary. Platelets have a major role in blood clotting. When the body is injured and blood vessels are torn, platelets will move to that region and release thromboplastin. Thromboplastin together with calcium in the blood will stimulate prothrombin to become thrombin, which is an enzyme that changes fibrinogen to fibrin. This process forms a protein net, which prevents the blood from leaking out of the body.